Let's talk about something that makes a lot of us parents, well, a little nervous: money. And more specifically, talking to our kids about money. If you've ever wondered where to even start, you are in the right place.
Wow. This quote just gets right to the heart of it, doesn't it? It just perfectly nails that feeling, that little knot in your stomach. We're supposed to be the role models, but what if nobody ever taught us? It feels like this huge pressure, but you know what? We can't afford to ignore it.
Okay, I want you to just look at this number for a second. That's it. Just 7.
Because believe it or not, by the time a kid is just 7 years old, their core habits and feelings about money, yeah, they're already starting to lock in. The clock is ticking way faster than any of us think. All right, so if it's that critical to start early, why don't we talk about it? Why is there this big, awkward silence around money in so many families? Let's dig into this money talk gap.
Well, it usually comes down to a few things, and I bet some of these are going to sound pretty familiar. First, a lot of us are just kind of winging it because nobody ever taught us. Maybe we're a little embarrassed about our own debt or some not-so-great choices we've made. And then there's that quiet little hope in the back of our minds that, maybe the schools will just take care of it.
But relying on schools, that's a huge gamble. This chart tells a really stark story. In the U.S., a whopping 23 states have absolutely no requirement for financial education. None. The cavalry is not coming on this one, folks. It's really on us. Okay, so it's on us. Where in the world do we begin? Well, it all starts with one super simple but really powerful idea: the difference between needs and wants. This is the foundation for everything.
I know, this sounds really basic, but trust me, getting this crystal clear for a kid is everything. Needs are the must-haves: a roof over your head, food in the fridge. Wants are all the other things, the fun stuff, the extras. Helping a kid truly understand this is step one to making smart choices later on.
But then you get the curveball questions, right? The ones that aren't so black and white. This is actually where the best conversations happen. And this is where the real magic happens. So yeah, food is a need for sure. But is this specific food, a donut, a need? Nope. That's a want. You see, the goal isn't just about memorizing lists. It's about teaching them how to think and how to make a choice. Now, to make all this way less intimidating, let's use a simple game plan. Think of it as the 4 pillars of money. This gives you a simple script you can use over and over again for pretty much any money chat.
First up, earn. This is huge. It's about connecting the dots for them. Money doesn't just magically pop out of an ATM. It's the result of work. You trade your time and your effort for it.
Pillar 2 is save. I like to call this the superpower of waiting. It's all about teaching patience and having a goal, tucking money away now so you can get something really cool later. Next, Pillar 3, spend wisely. And that word wisely is the key. This pillar loops right back to our needs versus wants talk. Every time you spend, you're making a conscious choice.
And the last pillar, which is so important, is share or give. This is what teaches our kids that money isn't just about getting stuff for ourselves. It can be a powerful tool to help other people and to do good in the world.
All right, that's all great in theory, but how do you actually do this stuff without it feeling like a boring lecture? Let's get into some fun, practical ideas you can start like today.
Oh, this one is brilliant. The sweet budget game. You give them a small, set amount, say $1 or $2 for the week, for candy, and then you step back. They have a real choice. Do I get that one giant chocolate bar right now, or do I get a few smaller things and make it last? That's budgeting 101 right there.
You've probably seen this one before, the 3 jars. And there's a reason it's a classic. For little kids, money is just an idea. It's abstract. But putting actual coins and bills into physical jars for spending, saving, and sharing, that makes it real. They can literally watch their goals get closer.
Here's another great hack. Turn your grocery trip into a money lesson. As you're walking down the aisles, just think out loud. Say things like, this cereal is $1 cheaper than that one. Let's get this one so we can stay on our budget. You're modeling smart financial thinking in real time.
And hey, as they get a little older, don't be afraid to level up the conversation. You would be absolutely surprised what kids can grasp if we just break it down for them.
Let's take a word like interest. It sounds complicated, right? But you can explain it as a two-way street. It's either a fee you pay when you borrow money, or it's a bonus the bank pays you for letting them hold onto your savings. It's kind of like rent for money.
Okay, this one is so important today. Our kids see us using plastic cards for everything, and they often look the same. They need to know the difference. A debit card, that's your money coming right out of your account. A credit card, that's the bank's money, and you have to pay it back. That's a game-changing distinction.
Look, at the end of the day, here's what it's all about. The goal here isn't to make your kid a financial genius overnight. It's about giving them a foundation so they can grow up to be confident with money, financially independent, and generous people.
So that brings us to the big question. Not for me, but for you. What's the one conversation, the very first simple money conversation you're going to have with your child after hearing this? Because the perfect time to start is right now.